Have you ever met someone who seemed intelligent, trustworthy, and successful before you even had a real conversation with them? Sometimes, all it takes is a confident smile, attractive appearance, or professional clothing. Within seconds, your brain forms a powerful first impression. But here is the surprising part: that impression often influences everything you think about that person afterwards. This psychological shortcut is called the halo effect, and it influences decisions in relationships, business, job interviews, and even politics. Section 1. What is the halo effect? The halo effect is a cognitive bias where one positive trait influences how we judge a person as other traits. In simple terms, if someone seems good in one area, our brain automatically assumes they are good in many other areas. For example, if someone looks confident, we may assume they are intelligent. If someone is physically attractive, we may assume they are more successful or trustworthy. Even something as simple as a friendly smile can create a halo around a person, making them appear better overall than they actually are. Section 2. Why the brain uses this shortcut. The human brain processes enormous amounts of information every second. To save energy, the brain uses mental shortcuts called cognitive biases. The halo effect is one of those shortcuts. Instead of analyzing every detail about a person, the brain quickly forms a general impression and then fills in the missing information. This process is fast and efficient, but it can also lead to inaccurate judgments. Section 3. The famous psychology experiment. One of the most famous studies about the halo effect was conducted by psychologist Edward Thorndike in the early 20th century. Thorndike asked military officers to evaluate soldiers based on different characteristics, including intelligence, leadership ability, and physical appearance. The results were fascinating. Soldiers who were rated as physically attractive were also rated higher in intelligence, leadership, and overall performance, even though those qualities were not directly related. This experiment demonstrated how a single positive trait could influence many unrelated judgments. Section 4. The halo effect in everyday life. The halo effect appears everywhere in daily life. In job interviews, candidates who look confident and well-dressed often receive more positive evaluations. In advertising, companies use attractive or charismatic celebrities to promote products. Our brain automatically transfers the positive impression of the celebrity to the product itself. Even in schools, teachers may unintentionally expect better performance from students who appear more confident or organized. The halo effect quietly shapes many of the decisions we make about other people. Section 5. The halo effect in social media. In today's digital world, the halo effect is even more powerful. On social media platforms, people often present highly polished versions of their lives. A person who appears successful, stylish, or confident online may be perceived as more knowledgeable or influential. Followers may assume expertise in areas where the person actually has little experience. This shows how easily the halo effect can influence our perception in modern environments. Section 6. How to recognize the halo effect. Understanding the halo effect can help us make better decisions. The next time you meet someone new or see a person online, pause and ask yourself a simple question. Am I judging this person based on real information, or am I allowing one positive impression to influence everything else? Being aware of this bias can help you evaluate people more fairly and more accurately. Conclusion: the halo effect is one of the most powerful psychological biases in human behavior. It shows how quickly our brains create stories about people based on very little information. While this mental shortcut helps us make quick decisions, it can also lead to mistaken judgments. The next time you form a strong first impression about someone, remember that your brain might simply be creating a halo. And sometimes, that halo can hide the full picture. If you enjoy learning about psychology and human behavior, check out the other videos on this channel where we explore many fascinating psychological effects in even greater detail.